Happy New Year, MMTs. What we're going to do is recap that Apple computer ended up down 7.9. That the intraday high now was 557, but that was a low, but the total distance is 7.9. When we take a look at Google, it too ended down. The high was 1120 the previous day, the last day of the calendar on New Year's Eve, but today's high was 1117 and the low was 1108. One of the brighter spots that we looked at was how Twitter, TWTR, was up on the day, 3.7 handles on January 2nd, 2014. On the flip side, though, we're going to take a look at bellwether Netflix starting off negative on the January opening bell of the new year from 367.58 to 360. There's definitely a reversal there in play. Not only that, bellwether LNKD down 9.7. The high 214, but the low 206. Now, we're just recapping some of these things, so it's important to understand that there was other big losers, such as what? Priceline.com. Priceline had the high, of course, 1161. All the big winners, of course, are down 17.6. Profit taking, overbought. You can call it BlackRock, BLK, down 3.6, high 315.38, low 310.47. Not to mention, there was a few other stocks that we liked, such as what? Intuitive Surgical, ISRG, high 383, low 378. Net down 4.1 handles. Not only that, Netflix we talked about is that CMG, Chipotle Mexican Grill. How do you like this overbought stock, folks? Down $9.35. The high 532.96. The low 521. We started out with the great sell program today. Not to mention Buffalo Wild Wings, BWLD, 146. It's a narrow range drop, but nonetheless, the big cap bellwethers are definitely starting off with a new calendar what? Yearly reversal. Daily. Yelp, YELP, overbought. High 69.49, low 66.72. But there was some bright spots. BIDU, what was it? The low 174.5, and that bull got it up to 181.5. They were buying going into the close. Basically, just to show you here, this is the Apple chart, okay? This is the Google chart right here, testing the 10-day moving average now. Simple, of course. Netflix, once again, from a chart perspective, all of these overbought stocks from calendar 2013 is below the 20-day and the 10-day, and it started off January in a reversal. Not to mention the bright spot was BIDU regaining its composure, and the opposite of this one is the following. They decided to do what? They decided to go higher. Why? This is an all-time high right up here on the daily. We're going to be looking at shorting it. It did have a pullback at other highs over here at the same area. And CMG that we talked about, well, let's take a look at its daily chart. You talk about being overbought. There's that big reversal. There is that bear reversal starting out the first trading day of 2014. Let us not forget about CMG. We'd already talked about it, breaking the 50-day, the 40-day, resting on top of what? The 20-day simple moving average. These were the overbought levels in the S&P. And once again, 2013 was a great year, but we're starting to see the reversals right here and now on these selected names that from their overbought levels that they have to come down. Better yet, let's not forget, like I said, PCLN. How about that? What a big move that price line has given. We were right up here at $1,200. You want to know where we're at right now? It's very simple. Look at how it started out the day from an overbought territory. Big money doesn't like to buy at the highs, and you shouldn't either. All eyes on price line coming down to test that what? 50-day simple moving daily average. Bellwether ISRG, Intuitive Surgical. What did it do? It came down and tested its major simple moving averages. Let us not forget that that is right there on this daily support level, and that support level was at the 100-day and the 40-day simple moving average. Chinese Internet SINA, Sinacorp, unlike BIDU, BIDU, it too started off on a positive note. Where is it going to? Well, we're going to look at what this major resistance level is and where these previous tops in calendar 2013 is that we're going to have a resistance level on the way up. We will look at what? Getting short the name at resistance. BlackRock, BLK, all-time high in 2013, slipping below the 20-day, hitting that lower support at 310. This was one of the greater bull moves that we had. You can take a look, though, across the board. They're starting with the gap down on the first calendar 2014 trading day. LNKD, 200-day simple moving average. The last time we hit that, we bounced, and it's been in a trading range. Remember, LinkedIn was one of your greater bull runs. However, this 200-day simple moving average is falling through slightly that support level. And once again, LinkedIn itself was extremely overbought. And we were shorting it over here. It's all on the stockmarketfunding.com website. We knew that this stock was overvalued. Not only did we know it, we knew how to make money on it. And the thing about it is, people that buy overbought stocks, this is what happens. This is exactly what the January start is below the 200-day moving average on your LinkedIn, LNKD. How about TWTR as far as the chart goes? Well, look at that. It had a big reversal last week. Yes, it did. Made an all-time high, overbought as you could get. We've had the day start out positive right here with the move up, but we're going to be big short sellers buying the put options on it. And those put options are right now $4 or the $65 puts at $4 by 420. They got marked down, and this is a payday right here, right now. So as Twitter goes up to resistances, we are going to say that the stock is overbought. Facebook, right up here at the top of that resistance level. Not only that, it's pulling back. This is what it looks like. It, too, was a stock that got overbought. And yes, we're starting out January with a trading range that is negative on Facebook. FSLR, First Solar, started out first trading day of January in a very positive note. It too has come up and tested that 50-day simple moving average, which, let us not forget, it was a great bellwether runner in the solar area, and most all solar stocks ended up higher on the day. Let us not forget what this daily bar above the 10, the 20, and the 50 at resistance. Solar City, SCTY, starts out on a positive note. You guys need to remember that it was a great stock all of calendar 2013, and yes, it got extremely overbought up here, and we were short last year at every single pass, a double top at 65. Here's a major resistance level. It's trying to take it out right here. It starts out January on a positive note. January 2nd, 2014. And as we come up and test these wall of resistances, we'll take a look at shorting SCTY intraday. Goldman Sachs, Bellwether Goldman. What do we have right here? Goldman has had a very, very good year. I mean, if we take a look back here in 2013, we can see where those highs are. But here, let's just blow this up a little bit so that everybody can see that Goldman had been bouncing on that 200-day moving average in calendar 2013. But here, let us not forget what it did today. It has a rising 10-day simple moving average, and it's range bound on the calendar day. But let me tell you, it is overbought. ICE has been on a tear for the full year 2013. But most importantly is that this one has an overbought process too. But it started out, it's below the 10, 20's got support. But just let me tell you, these stocks that were heavily oversold over a year ago have had some of the best runs. ICE. The other one that we're going to cover in its group that's done extremely well, called the Bellwether, CME. CME, called Chicago Mercantile. Look at that. Here is January right here. It gapped down, and basically, you know, we're starting it off in a narrow range trading day of the year. But once again, it is a good stock. We like it. This is what it looks like. It looks like the last one, ICE. So here we are, and we're going to look at holding that support at that 100-day moving average at 76.37, and then it's going to have resistance up here at the 10 and 20, so it's got a daily sell signal. One of the things that we will do is sell into resistance short and buy the bottom end of that lower support level, that 200-day simple moving average at 72.16 below the market. Caterpillar. Look at that big rally in that Caterpillar. But not only that, here, let's just take a look at the 10-day simple moving average with the gap down starting the new year out. Not only that, we're going to cover Deere. That's its partner. It too slipping to the 10-day with a negative print. One thing, MMTs, these are the names that no one wanted to own, and they had great rallies up here, and they're short sells and long, but we're overbought. Once again, folks, January 2nd, 2014, click on the free trial tab. Here it is. Get started. Get started right here. You want to open an account and get in the next bull run? Click open an account. It's very simple. Go through the video, open the account tab. You want to get started, spend 5 days free with this, get started. The pattern day trading rule, you know what it is. All your accounts that have less than $25,000 balances are restricted, meaning that you can only do 3 intraday trades on a daily level. Not only that, we will give that trading account for you to trade that bull with. We will give you trading capital called buying power. Read it. Get in the 5-day free trial. We'll answer all your questions. Once again, we've updated our staff on a lot of stocks. There's a lot more for us to look at in a lot of various different sectors. Just know one thing. We haven't started on a down day in January. Go back to 2008 in January. It started just like that.